We are a network consulting company, and what we do is we work with a wide range of companies that are wrestling with computer problems, or maybe they have an internal IT department that's frustrated trying to serve their network. And so we have a team of really great technicians that provide really high quality, great service.
Ask you this. Tell me a little bit the story of how LTI Information Technology got started, Kevin.
Absolutely. Well, I actually started as the internal IT person for Limnotech.
Okay.
Limno is short for limnology, which is the study of fresh water.
Okay.
And what Limnotech does is they do mathematical modeling of pollutants through fresh water. And they've done this modeling for 40 years on PCs, which at the time was somewhat unusual. A lot of them were doing it at a university level, on mainframes. Well, I was brought on, like I said, about 12 years ago to bring their network to a 5.9 network. For those who don't know what that means, that's a 99.999% uptime network.
So basically working all the time.
Right, because when Limnotech's network goes down, that's their assembly line. That goes down, people stop working.
All right.
After about 3 years, I achieved that goal. And I had one other person working with me, my brother, Eric Phillips. And we were bored. So we told Limnotech, it's been great working here. You're a great group of people, but we're going to move on to consulting. We'll find you a good consulting company before we leave, though, to take care of this network. Just keep it in maintenance mode. They counter-offered and said, hey, we know consulting. We've done it for a lot of years. We know computer technology, obviously. It's so important to our network. Do you want to start a division doing computer consulting? So I accepted that, like I said, almost 10 years ago now. And over the period of about 4 years, we built it up a little. We had 4 people. And we decided we wanted to take it to the next level. We really had something working well.
Okay. So
that next level was we spun it off into its own company. So LTI Information Technology spun off from Limnotech to a company in its own right. And since then, we've been growing 30 to 40% every year, building new systems as we need them, building new service lines.
So how long ago was that exactly that you spun it off?
About 5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
About 5 years. I know it's been a while, and we've grown around being consistent to that mission that I keep telling you, that win-win-win. We have excellent customers. They keep referring us to other folks. We stay active in the community. We service a lot of the nonprofits here in Ann Arbor.
Right.
And now we're actually starting to do work on a wider geographic area. We're doing work out in Ohio. We just completed a big job in Tijuana.
Oh, wow.
We've been doing a lot of work up in Petoskey in northern Michigan.
Okay. So how many folks do you have working for you now? I mean, for a number of years you were at 4, and then you experienced this rapid growth. Where are you at these days?
We have 12 technicians.
Okay.
And we're actually looking for a couple more. We're going to be participating in a couple job fairs coming up at the moment. So one through the University of Michigan, their MORE program, and we've been working with computertraining.com, kind of helping some of these more junior IT guys, bringing them on board. So.
Okay. So as you look forward, and you're still in growth mode, where would you like to be in a year? And if a year is too short a time frame, so you have a 3-year plan you'd like to talk about, where would you like to be then?
Well, what I actually like to do is we put a point on the horizon.
Okay.
Without a point on the horizon, you'll get somewhere, but frequently you won't know where that is you're going to end up.
Right.
And that point may move a little bit over time, and that's okay, but we've started with a point on the horizon. And that point is actually 5 years from now, we're looking to be about 30 people, doing work on a national level, continuing to build the reputation that we have as being a really great expert-level IT company.
Now, if you're doing work on a national level, right now, as I understand it, we're sitting in the Ann Arbor location. There's also an Inkster location, right?
Correct.
Would you expect to expand your locations at that stage?
Very possibly. We've looked at potentially a Washington, D.C. office. We're doing some
Okay.
work out there. We've looked at maybe a San Diego office, again, with the work we're doing in Tijuana. But above and beyond that, too, we're now using more advanced technology that allows us to service networks further away. So
Okay.
via remote control and advanced monitoring packages, we can tell if a server is acting funny in Tijuana just as well as we can tell if a server in the next room here is acting funny.
Okay, so actually then moving to a somewhat different service delivery model, which is a little bit more remote and enabled by telecommunications, basically.
And also via this training we keep doing.
Okay.
As our staff continues to grow, like I mentioned, we now have a CCIE. That's top of the food chain when it comes to Cisco's training, and he can pretty much do anything from a routing and switching network. He's built networks for $1 billion plastics company, and he's configured routing and switching hardware. We've shipped it out of this office to the local IT staff at these big plants. They plugged it in, and all of a sudden they now have a full round-robin, fully connected network spread over the entire country.
So the training then really is your secret sauce.
It's keeping that base true, keeping that foundation solid, building on it, and letting the rest of the company sit on it.
Okay, well, Kevin, I'd like to thank you very much.
Thanks, I appreciate it.